Hello everyone, this is Scott Hegle, and it's great to be with you today. I'm with the company known as HIMS. We're going to talk about a new product that we have made available for anyone who uses a note taker or a computer and likes to read Braille, on a small device. This device is called the OnHand. I think we call it the OnHand because it basically fits on or in your hand. It is a small note taker. It is comprised of 18 cells of Braille. It has a Braille keyboard. It has an optional LCD display for anyone who wants to watch what the user is doing on this particular device. The OnHand, as you can see in front of you, is made up of 6 Braille keys, actually 8 technically, because this key to the left is the backspace, this key to your right is the enter key. And these are the keys that are used to enter Braille information into the unit itself. On the front of the unit is a Braille display. I should say the top front of the unit is the 18-cell Braille display. There are 4 vertical buttons on the ends of the Braille display. Those are used to move through your document, either by line or by page or by paragraph or by sentence. And that's what these 4 keys do right here. We have 4 keys along the top of the unit. And just quickly to tell you what these are our function keys. This far left key is going to bring you into the menu. The second key over is your Alt key or your menu key. And of course, this is your space bar. This is your Tab key right here. And this is your Escape key. So we make the unit work and feel like a Windows device. On the front of the unit, we have 5, 6, 7 keys. The 5 most important keys are the control keys for playing back your MP3 or DAISY files. So you have a left arrow, you have a record button. Yes, this is an excellent audio recorder. You have the stop button right here. You have the play button and then the right arrow. You have a switch over on the left side, which is your lock switch. So if you want to put it in your backpack or your purse, you can lock the unit with that particular switch. And over here is the on-off switch that turns the unit on and off. So that's an overview of the unit and what its keys do. It is definitely the smallest note-taking device on the market that has been updated to the latest and greatest software. And let me talk a little bit about the software. The software is software that makes it work and look like a Windows device. For example, if I am sitting in front of it and someone comes up to me and starts giving me notes, I can simply press the letter W and immediately I'm in my word processor and can start writing. As I'm writing, then all the information is showing up in Braille. It is also being spoken to me by the synthetic voice inside the unit itself.
Enter. Hello, common. Name is Scott. Hegle period. Enter. I. Work. 4. HIMS period.
So, the OnHand, what does it do for you? Well, we already talked about the word processor and the ability to take notes and write papers and all kinds of other things for school or for business. I'm going to back out of the word processor and just quickly show you some more things available. File manager, the ability to jump in and grab files, open files, save files, move files, and just a little information on the file manager. The OnHand has 4 gigs of internal memory. That's probably plenty for just about anyone. But if you're like me and you have a lot of music and a lot of other data that you want to keep, you can use what's called an SD card. And I just popped the SD card out right here. This happens to be an 8 gig SD card, but you could go up to 64 gigs of memory if you wanted to. So I'm going to pop that back in. And it's back in, and it's telling me that the storage device has been inserted. And we'll just talk about a couple other really, really powerful features of the OnHand. Sense Navigation is an optional GPS software available and very, very powerful. The OnHand has built-in GPS receiver. So if I want to find out where I am, I just press enter on SenseNav, and the built-in GPS receiver kicks in and starts telling me where I am and where I can go. We have a very powerful address manager. So if you want to keep track of where people are and their phone numbers and addresses, it's all available here. Schedule manager, for those of us who are traveling or busy, or if you have a lot of things on your plate for the next week, you can save it all right here in the schedule manager. And of course, it supports email and internet access. It is, again, as I mentioned earlier, very small. It weighs less than a pound. It's about 9/10 of a pound. We also ship it with an external battery and battery pack. So I'm holding up the battery and the charger right here. If indeed the battery runs out on the OnHand, I can just pop this battery out, take this out of the case, pop the battery off, the battery is right here, and put the new battery in. So seamless use of the unit. You'll be able to do that just about 24 hours a day, having that separate battery available for you. Something else we're very proud of is the LCD display, and I made mention of it earlier, but the LCD display allows for a sighted user to watch the blind person as the OnHand is being used. So the ability to watch and work with the person who is visually impaired is very, very powerful, and especially lends itself to someone who's in a school environment. I'm going to move the unit up so you can see the front panel, and I'm very proud of our front buttons, or the top buttons, if you will. We have the ability with these 5 buttons to play and rewind and fast forward and stop and put playlists together of any MP3 formatted files. So these 5 buttons allow full playback and manipulation of music and audio and lecture material and so forth. There's a switch that if I press the switch, these buttons now become Daisy playback. And Daisy, for those of you who don't know, is a format that is available from many organizations. The one that I think of most is bookshare.org. But I can take a book and I can jump by character, by page, by paragraph, by sentence, and not only is the book read to me in speech, but it also shows up in Braille on the front of the unit. You can hook it up to your computer or your Apple, and you can use it as an external Braille display for just about any computer that is out there. It has a headphone jack, so that if you want to have privacy and you want to be listening to either the text of your book or you want to play music, you can do so. It also has a headphone and mic jack available as well. Thank you.